give us a vision of the second phase, and then we open the discussion for any comments or questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nasir. Well, the latter half of the meeting going to be started. Again, let me say thank you very much to everyone here for gathering in order to attend this meeting today. Many arguments already have been done in the first half of this meeting. So some of us are thinking to make this latter half shorter than as our compared with our plan. Let's say now it's 2:12, so let's finish around 2:42 in 30 minutes, hopefully. First of all, let me share what's the difference compared with the current project and this new project. First of all, the fundamental activities are all same, but the number of the target group is slightly increased according to the increasement of the budget. A total 50% of increasement in a total number of beneficiaries, which is 7,400, especially children. In terms of the number, the 79% increased in children's number since our initial plan was only 1,200 or something. So we almost, compared with last year, we make it double. Then we combine both the older group of children and new group of children. So I will distribute this concept paper later from the email to all of you, so you will see the detail. Then, as I said, the fundamental idea of the project is the same. Our goal is to contribute to provision of healthy life quality for children and mothers through community mobilization approach. And then specific object is to develop a capacity of the community health activators. And then second, to enhance knowledge and the practice of mothers and caretakers. And third, to improve nutritional status of children in Vilnaja. Then indicators also set up as 10% bigger than last time. Last time, for example, the indicators to measure the results of activities, mostly 60%. But this year, it's high, increased from 60 to 70%. For example, of women who received the health awareness, able to name 3 signs of anemia, of rickets, or the malnutrition. But this year, it's the 70%. Can you get my point? But activities are basically same. The training to the volunteers, first of all, will be conducted in the first half of the year. The networking activity, household registration through the home visits, and child health assessment, follow-up child and nutritional health, and awareness sessions and cooking demonstrations, referral of children, and production of health educational material. Okay, now let's see the budget plan, how it's increased compared with last year. Last year was about 71,580 US dollars. Then this year became this 99,000. Then this increasement happened because of the procurement. This year's procurements aim to buy vitamin A and vitamin drops by our project budget. While the last time we didn't buy those things because the other projects in Ard El-Insan can provide those vitamins to our team as a free gift. Then we are actually using those vitamins, but in this year maybe we can afford it by ourselves. So we are planning to buy the vitamin A and drops, which will be distributed during the home visit. And then the $4,800 are added compared with last year. And also fuel fee, car fuel is also increased. While last year was $2,496, this year put $4,800. After the hostilities of in Gaza, the fuel price is increasing dramatically, and then also the activities in the targeted area will be expanded in terms of the increasement of the children target group, so that accordingly we need more energetic smooth car movement is necessary. So we added car fuel as well. And then in addition, if it's possible, if it's allowed from all of you, I want to add some salary increasement to all Gaza staff members. But it's not really so high compared with other NGOs, I'm sure. Like as you can see, the project coordinator, the monthly salary going to be $950, which is, and then community health supervisor will be only $700 by 3 people, and then accountant also $300 only per month. Procurement also $150 per month. So relatively, I think it's not really high. But still, it's increased compared with last year. So it's also the reason why we added some additional budget in this year. And the Japanese, especially me, sorry to say something, but this year I was working as a volunteer for this activity. Then if it's allowed, I want to get something from the global grant to the movement between Jerusalem to Gaza, and then some activity fee for myself as a salary, $300 per month if it's allowed, because I have obligation, the reporting and then accounting management as well, and then sometimes if it's allowed. And the Japanese Rotary Club members also looking for some additional budget to coming the Palestine and Amman at least once a year to see the project, hopefully in Gaza as well. So we added 6,000 each for our group, JVC and Rotary, Yokohama Rotary West. Then at the end, the total cost is $99,000 about. Okay, thank you very much. If you have a question, if you have a question and if you have an objection, please raise your hand. And yes.
Actually, maybe the question is not for you about how this could be put in a way for the global grant, maybe for what would be the contribution of the Rotary Foundation as a global grant, because I think some items maybe the Rotary Foundation was not
the global grant, we used to have some things related to transportation and
For the Rotary?
Rotary Foundation contribution.
I can have
global grant.
I do have the matching grant.
Do you need the global grant? not sure we
I'm not
cover
sure
by
if it is maybe.
especially, do you have any other example?
About salary, did they collect last night?
Yes, we did cover the Ard El-Insan salary. Because implementation, they need, it's needed.
Yes, of course, I know it's basic. Good to do.
Yes, it's covered. グローバルの時にカバーできないようなものが含まれていませんかという質問です。
9万
そうです。
この予算9万9000ドルということで、少し中途半端なんでございますけれども、これはロータリー財団の規定で10万ドルを超えますと財団管理委員会のということでこういう予算を立ていたします。
Then he gives some additional explanation why we keep it 99,000, not more than 100,000. Because if you make it the more than 1,000 US dollars, the Rotary International headquarters will have the administrative, the audit and practice is necessary during the year. And then since Gaza is that on the list of the travel ban, it may be difficult to make it more than 100 US dollars. This is the reason why we kept this amount.
If you allow me, we can then go back to the global grant application that we have. I have it now. So we can see what are the areas that we can use more money, like transportation. No, of course not serious. But I meant if she wants to add few items or there's an increments, then she was checking if there's a payment for transportation. We can go back to the old application and see it. I have it. As you like. If you're discussing things, yes, we can do it later. Because we have it, so it's
Maybe it's really detailed discussion, but doesn't necessary to
discuss it now.
I mean, approved now is anyway difficult.
We do have the old ones, so we can.
So I will give the concept paper as well as the budget plan to all of you, and then you individually you can check it out by yourselves, and then if you have
So
some
it's a
objections.
different exercise. Okay. Sorry. Mean this president, vice president, or the president? President, yes.
I'm not concerned about the budget.
Yes.
This is a mechanical exercise. I want to go back to the concept. Now, it's exactly the same as it was in the first phase. It's just an increase of 15%. What I'm saying is that are there any areas within the project that you feel we need to strengthen rather than just repeat the same exercise all over? One of the ideas that come to mind is that do a study of the and evaluate the impact. Now you've done some and you showed some graphs on how the improvement in certain areas. But from the questions that went around the room, maybe we need to evaluate the impact on a social level, the impact on an economic level of those that are working. When you say, let me just take another half a minute to explain. When you say I'm making this woman, which is a mother or a potential mother, aware of the nutritional values of certain foods, can she afford them? Can she afford the new food? This is the question. It's one thing to know which is best for my children. Another thing is if I can afford to buy it for them. These type of studies are important so that once we tell the mothers, this is how you take care of your children, we tell them it's not going to cost you more than what you already have, and which is very little, as you very well know. Things like that. So the concepts are, I think, important.
Thank you very much. Well, at first, let me explain again how the target area is expanding. This is lit color is showing the covered area in 2013, which is the first year before the global grant fund this project. Then second year, which means this year, covering the both area, the describing both color, blue and